Good afternoon. Sorry for the hiatus. Welcome to Mindset Monday with me, Jeff Williams, an action coach that's having probably one of my streaming channels there. Today, we're talking about getting the right mindset around business, around the growth of your business. You know, one of the key things that's going to help you to grow your business, it seems a really obvious thing, is sales and learning how to become good at sales in your business. So that's what we're talking about today. And I'm going to give you about 3 key tips that will help you to become really professional in sales, and one major book that you can read at the end of this session that will help you to become even better at sales and to grow your business. So sales, mindset around sales is really, really important to have. I often hear business owners say, look, I don't want to come across as too salesy. It'd be quite interesting actually to understand what your beliefs are around sales. What are your beliefs? When you hear the word sales, or you hear the word salesman, or you're referred to as a salesperson, what are the beliefs that come to mind? I'm going to give you a few seconds. Write down 5 beliefs that you have about sales. I'll give you a few seconds to write that down. While you're writing that down, can I just remind you, if you get benefit from this session today, if you're enjoying this session, please, whatever platform you're watching it on, please like, follow, subscribe, share it, tag your friends in it if you think some of your friends or other business associates would benefit from what you're listening to today, or connect with you. Just connect with me and follow me on one of my channels. So what are your 5 beliefs that you've got written down there about sales? I'd like you just to go through the list of the 5 beliefs and put a plus next to the ones that you think are positive and a minus next to those beliefs that you believe are negative. Put a plus and a minus. Give you a few seconds to do that. Just quickly run through your list of your 5 beliefs about sales. When you hear the expression sales, put a plus if you think it's a positive belief, minus if you believe it's a negative belief. Okay, now what I often find when people carry out this exercise is that there are more minuses than plus. We tend to be a little bit negative about sales. But you know, the truth is, we're all in sales. If you run a business, you are in sales. In fact, throughout the whole of our life, we've been involved in sales. Whether it was trying to get mum and dad to buy us that thing off the shelf in the supermarket or to buy that toy from Argos, we were in sales. We were in a little bit of a sales negotiation to get them to buy it for us. If you're married or you have a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, you've been in sales because you were selling your wares, who you are. You know, when you put on that Aramis or whatever that aftershave or perfume you put on, or dress in that particular way, you were in sales and trying to sell who you are as a person. If you have a job or have ever had a job, you were in sales because the business owner wanted someone to carry out a role, and they were looking for the right person. And in the interview process and in your application process, as you filled in your application form, wrote your letter, phoned in, whatever you did, you were selling yourself and your wares. We're always in sales. And if we're in business, every day we're in sales. If we have no sales, we have no business. Okay. Now, oftentimes we won't view it as sales because we're getting a lot of business through word of mouth and people are approaching us. And that's quite an interesting distinction to make, actually, because your mindset around sales at that point is entirely different. I'm going to give you a definition of sales that I want you to walk away with and take as real value for yourself to understand that sales is actually vital. Without sales at the top of your accounts at the end of the year, there is no profit at the bottom. And the truth about sales is this. Here's a definition of sales. You might want to write this down. It'll help you to get the right mindset around sales and growing your business. This is what sales is. Sales is professionally helping people to buy. Not professionally helping people to write, because my writing's appalling, but professionally helping people to buy. That's what it is. You are professionally helping people to buy what they want or need to solve their problem. That's what it is. So to get the right mindset around sales, to be successful in sales, you need to view it as this way. People don't like to be sold to, but they do like to buy. So when you're carrying out a process of helping your potential customers, your prospects, to find a solution to their problem, to fulfill a need or a want, that's all you're doing. You're professionally helping people to buy. And that's what sales is. Okay, they walk into your shop, they come onto your web page, they call you up because they're looking to buy something, because they have a problem that needs solving, or there's just something that they desire to have, or something that they need within their life or within their business. And if you just think of yourself as professionally helping people to buy, that's the starting point. The key word here in this definition is professionally. Okay, and what we need to do is ensure that the process that we take our prospects through is a professional process. We're taking them through step by step, the steps that they need to understand to get to the purchase at the end. So get the mindset right. Sales is professionally helping people to buy. I hope that's getting embedded in your mind now. We don't like to be sold to, but we do like to buy. So we professionally help people to buy by helping them to solve their problem, find a solution to their problem, or fulfill a need or a want. Take that down in writing. That's going to take you miles in terms of sales and in growing your business. So what's the key to becoming professional in our sales process? Well, I guarantee that most business owners have never had any formal training in sales. Type in the comments if you've had training in sales before. Most business owners have never had professional training in sales. So the key to becoming really good at sales, helping people to buy, it's quite simple. This is your first takeaway, or your second takeaway from today actually. Train, train, train. To become good, to become proficient at anything, we need to train. We need to do it over and over again and become skilled in it. So training yourself in sales is the first key to becoming proficient in sales, becoming better at sales, to learning how to grow your business. Now, if you learn the things that you need to learn, and then you train yourself, you're then in a position to train other people to help your prospects, your potential customers, to be able to buy from you with ease. So what are some of the key things that you need to train in? Well, firstly, you need to understand your product, don't you? The ins and the outs of your product. I'm sure you know it really well. But what's really important is that you understand how your product helps your potential customer. So what is the problem that your customer needs solving for them? What is it? Can you write it down? I'm going to give you a second or two to start writing down what is the problem, the need, or the want that your customer wants. Let me make it even easier for you. There's an expression used by a great author who's local to me here, a guy called Andy Bounds. And the expression is this. The expression is afters. So what are the afters? What does your customer need to be left with after they've gone through your sales process? What do they want? What do they want? What's the problem they need fixing? What's the need they need fulfilling? What's the want that they want? Write that down. That's going to help you to understand exactly how you go through your sales process with that individual. So that's the starting point, isn't it? The next thing to remember is this. This is really important when it comes to sales. Is that a sales transaction is made up of two parts. It's made of emotion and it's made up of logic. What percentage would you say of a sale is emotional as opposed to logical? Is it 50-50? Is it maybe 90% logical, 10% emotional? Is it maybe 20% emotional, 80% logical? Which one is it? What's the ratio? Think about it. When you're going to buy something, in what state of mind are you? Are you excited? Most people are excited, aren't they? They can't wait to get there to buy that thing they've been thinking about. Or are you logical about it? Maybe you're looking at all the elements that are required for you to buy it. You know, typically, before you make the phone call, before you go to the shop, before you go on the web page, you would have done your research. You've done the logical bit already. The emotion actually is the driver for what you want to buy. So in sales, it's vital for you to remember this ratio, that sales are made up this way. There's 80% emotional, 20% logical. Any sale is 80% emotional, 20% logical. What do I mean by that? Well, the logical is, have you got what I need? Can you get it to me by the time I need it? Or do you have a store nearby? Is it around about the right price? That's the logic. Does it fit the spec that I need? The emotion is 80% of the sale. Whether it's business to business or business to consumer, there's a huge emotional element in our decision to purchase and our decision to buy. So that's, do I like these people? Do these people understand me? Are they listening to me? Do I trust them? Could I work with them? I'm going to put it in terms of material things. What color is it? I mean, a car gets you from A to B. You need 4 wheels, a chassis, and a seat, and a steering wheel. That's all you need. But think of the amount of emotion that's involved in the purchase of that car. What color is it? How big are the wheels? Are the seats made of leather? Has it got music in it? How will it make me look? How will it make me feel? 80% emotion, If that weren't true, we wouldn't be bothered about the color of our car and what it looks like and what shape it is and what shape the headlights are. Wouldn't matter. But you go back to your very first car, it was emotional as well as logical. So in sales, what we need to remember is that any sale is 80% emotion, 20% logic. So when it comes to training and becoming professional, what are the emotional triggers that you need to hit with your potential customers? How can you make sure that you're hitting the emotional triggers in those afters that they're looking for? You're always going to fulfill the 20% because you're here, your business is here, it's going to fulfill the needs of those people. But how are you going to hit the emotional side of it? So that's one element of training for you in helping you to become proficient in sales. You're just helping people to buy. Let's not forget that word, okay? That expression. The next and the final element that you need to think about is this. You may have seen these two expressions before, you may never have seen them in your life. DISC profiling is a profiling method by which we help to understand the 4 key ways in which people respond or behave. It's not a personality thing. You may have heard of personality profiling, but this is about how people behave, okay? So we're either fast-paced or we like to take our time and go a little bit slower. We are either people-facing, we like to be with people and we're very expressive, or we're actually just we're more focused on tasks. Either we like a lot of detail to make a decision, or we just need the headlight to be able to make a decision. Which one of those areas does our potential customer fit in? How can you identify where they are on the DISC profile so that you then change your language to fit them, to make them feel more comfortable, to give them the amount of information to go at the right pace for them to be able to make their purchase? You see, if you have somebody who's a very fast-paced individual and wants the facts and what's the bullet points, and you're going very, very slow and going through all of the detail, man, you're going to frustrate those people. They're going to walk away. They're never going to buy from you. And the opposite way too. Those that need a bit more detail, they want a few more details on your website, they want a more detailed brochure, they want you to walk through it slowly. If you're rushing them through the sales process, again, they're going to walk away from that sales process. So understanding DISC is important. Understanding VAC. Now, this is modes of communication. People are either visual, predominantly visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. That means they need to explain it to you in pictures, they need to hear it in words, or they need to have it demonstrated for them. Your language in your sales process is going to be key as to whether you're hitting the mark with those individuals. So can you see the point here? For us to be good at sales, for us to grow our business, we need to be professional. We need to professionally help other people to buy. I'm not pushing anything at you at all. I'm just helping you to buy. What's the solution? What's the problem you have? Let me understand what that is. I will listen really carefully. I'll use the right language. And I'll train in becoming proficient at this. So this is just a conversation in which in helping people to fulfill what is mostly an emotional need in their instance. So do you understand now how to become better at sales? If you've got value from this session, I'm going to ask you, please take a moment. I'll wait for you now to click on the like button. Just click on subscribe or share to follow me, or just to put a comment in the box below to connect with me. What's really important actually is that what we've talked about this afternoon, that you go away and you apply it in your business. So please, whether you're listening to this live, watching this live, or you're watching it on repeat, stick in the comments box. I'd love to know what your biggest learning has been from this session. I said at the beginning that I was going to recommend a great book for you. Here it is. Go on Amazon straight away. Take this book. It's not my book. I don't get any commission from this. Instant Sales by Brad Sugars. This book will take you through the training that you need to become very, very proficient in sales. And in becoming proficient in sales, you will grow your business. So I hope that's been fantastic for you, this session for you this afternoon, helping you to get the right mindset around sales so that you can grow your business. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you again on the next session of Mindset Monday.